Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we currently don't have an advisor for our military advisor. We can actually get a land force limit modifier advisor, and I'm going to do exactly that. So that'll be absolutely phenomenal. I do also want to get this workshop built, and let's get a few manufactories built with the money we built up. Now, we've got some military issues that we need to deal with. First off, Arabia has some rather large Syrian separatists over here that we really should deal with, and I've ordered these guys to head directly on over. This force here is heading down to take this back from Spain. We just don't want to deal with that, right? That'll be the plan, anyway. And of course, Fars is being annexed, but for now, that's reasonably fine. Unfortunately, Hassa is taking back this territory from the Ottomans, and I wish they weren't, to be honest. Now, Ottomans instantly left the military coalition against us. That happened presumably because I restarted the game. I'm not shocked about that. I was actually surprised they joined a coalition in the first place. I mean, look at the state of them. They can't handle it, obviously. So, I'm not surprised. Now, Russia has sown discontent. That's also not surprising. Cool. So for now, that's reasonably okay. We're going to proceed forward here, and I don't expect to actually have a coalition against us. How's Russia doing on that aggressive expansion? 22? Okay, yeah, we're fine. I don't think we'll have any significant issues there. So we're going to wrap up this area out over here. No problem. We can invest in an economic idea. Do we want to? I think we can get away with it. Yeah, for sure. We can also choose a new idea group. Do we want to grab another military idea? Well, we can't. We could certainly grab an admin idea group here, perhaps like religious ideas. More missionary strength would be good. Alternatively, we could go humanist ideas. That gives us a lot less separatism, tolerance of heretics, tolerance of heathens. Honestly, this is probably better. I'm going to take humanist ideas for now. We're not going to put anything in it just yet. We can back off of it if we have other ideas. But for the time being, that'll be fine. So we're going to make our way down here. Oh, hi, Spain's army. We found Spain's army, and they are not happy about being found. That's for sure. Can we catch them up over here? No, we can't. Okay, I'm just going to take back this territory for now. They're heading up this direction, attacking Hassa, so to that end, I'm going to send these guys down to Cap. Perfect. That'll be absolutely fine for the moment. Oh, what do we got going on here? A couple of things popping up. 5 prestige. Sure, we'll take that. A free stability and a reduction to admin tech cost. Done. Absolutely. So at this point, we're just waiting on this cap, and that is fine. Now, they're going to be running around up here a bit. We're going to have to chase them down somewhat, and we'll head up there. It'll take some time. But if they're going to siege here, we should have time, in theory. In theory. Now, I do want to hop down over here and eliminate this Syrian separatist force. They're sieging there, so again, we have time, and we should have no real problem dealing with that. Yeah, it's okay. Russia entered into a treaty of support independence for Armenia. Okay, now I'm not surprised that Armenia is disloyal. We need to finish improving relations with them, and now we do have the diplomats, so we might want to get started on that one. Okay, so that seems fine. We finished those off. Let's move back to, like, Sava for the moment, or even just, like, Sinjar. Tikrit? Yeah, we'll move to Tikrit for now. Ottomans also entered into a treaty of support independence for Uzbek. Now, Uzbek is currently disloyal. We can improve relations further with them by quite a wide margin, and I think we should do that for the moment. We're going to be working on just getting all of that done for the moment. Okay, looks good. Now, Spain has managed to take over Qatif. But we can catch them over here, at least part of their force. Not the whole force, but that does look stack wipeable. Oh yeah, that's stack wipeable. And then we'll come down here. I had hoped that Hassa would hold them a bit longer than that. Okay. They accepted peace. Cool. That comes up as a resounding defeat, but we didn't actually attempt to fight anything, and we didn't lose anything, right? So that is altogether fine. I want to move these guys up to, like, Sava. And apparently we lost Defender of the Faith. Or if you lose a war to infidels. Yeah. Okay, so that's 500 gold. That's fine. We can seize land, and we definitely should do so. Boom. We can also get some loyalty here from an agenda. What do we want? Base tax? I don't love that. Manufactory and tune? Done. Okay, so we're going to need some cash for that, but that won't take very long. We'll just get the cash for it as soon as possible. I want to check in on our force limit here. Okay, I'm thinking about getting another army. Hang on, where are these guys going? They're going into Halab. They're Ottoman particularists. So for the moment, I'm not too concerned about that. We'll keep our eyes on it. Ah, these guys are going to have to transport out. Right. We technically don't have borders with Hassa. We should do that immediately before we get into another war. Okay, let's exit here. A military leader left us. I believe it was this military leader. Yes, indeed it was. And we're just going to slowly ferry all of these on over. It's actually not that slow. So that is fine. Armenian particularists, no shockers there. And I don't think we need to deal with those. Armenia looks like they're on it. Yeah, they absolutely are. Jaunpur entered into a treaty of support for independence with Armenia. Ottomans with Saran. Saran is disloyal. Okay, now we know that we have a lot of vassals, right? And we definitely need to do something about that. We're working on annexing in Fars, but we can't actually make any progress because our liberty desire is too high. Okay, that is definitely noted. So we need to handle liberty desire. That is for sure. So Arabia's at 0 right now. Uzbek is high, but we knew that that would be the case. Saran is relatively high as well. But that's not too big of a deal, to be honest. Armenia and Uzbek and Fars are the ones we need to think about. So, relative army power of all vassals, sure. Better dip tech than us. Yeah, we could definitely work on our dip tech. I mean, we're getting what we can from dip, but we have one diplomatic skill with our ruler, right? So, getting better dip tech would definitely be great. That would not be a bad thing at all. Indeed, that would be a very solid thing to do. Other things that we can do, of course, is we can toss prestige at the problem. So, for example, we'd be able to placate local rulers. It's not a great trade, to be honest. But one thing that we might want to consider doing is just getting that extra army. We can probably afford it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to position these guys up in Sava. And then I want to check, how are we doing for supply limits over this way? So it would need to be in, like, Moghestan. Actually, let's just put these guys here, and let's raise up the army here. So we're going to recruit a regiment here. I'm going to recruit a reformed Muslim musketeer, and that's it for the time being. Okay. So this is going to be a significant rise in our land force modifier, right? No doubt about that. But I want to get a leader in over here. We're going to be hitting our cap on milk power very soon, are we not? We are. Okay, we should probably roll up a general here then. Okay. Not a great general, but that's fine. Cool. So we're just waiting on this finishing up. We just lost our statesman. That's noted. We absolutely want a +3 advisor here. Trade efficiency is not amazing, but we'll do that for now. Okay. So we do need to lower our liberty desire in Fars, and we are working towards that. So numbers are 32 and 4. Is that still the case? 36, yes. Okay. Beautiful. So we're just going to recruit a bunch over here. Now it's going to cost us some gold, and that is understood. We'll just recruit up as much as we can for the moment. This is going to bring us up over our limit. Nogai tribes? They can handle that. So that's no problem. We can now grab our next admin tech, and we absolutely will do that. Beautiful. So that's magnificent. And we're, of course, going to continue to recruit over here as our cash allows us to. Now, we're going to make less and less. Hassali's particularists, Hassa can handle that. That's not a concern. Okay, so continuing to recruit over here. Looks great. I want to check in as we recruit here. We should be seeing Liberty Desire for some of these drop off a little bit. Now, we do have full Liberty Desire right now for Ardabil. Russia and Jaunpur. Yeah. So that is definitely a thing. Ardabil is currently disloyal. We do need to get our vassals under control, right? We knew that we were going to have a lot of vassals. No doubt about that. But let's just continue to recruit here. That is, I think, our best move right now. We do have a free advisor slot in the diplomatic again. Okay. I am going to debase our currency here. 2% corruption. That gives us that diplomatic reputation back. And that is actually a very, very good thing for us here. So, +3 advisor, diplomatic reputation, plus we have 400 gold that we can invest into this army. Now, this is going to bring us up over our force limit, as I said. This is what, 17 cannon that we need? Yeah, okay, so we're not going to get all of that right now. But we got 15 of it. Sure. And we'll see where this puts us in terms, and we should probably roll up a leader here. We'll see where this puts us in terms of finances. Okay, -34 right now because of our rooting out of corruption. Right. Yeah, I don't actually want to be rooting out corruption. Let's not do that. We're going to have some passive reduction here, and we're just going to be utilizing that for the moment. Which direction do we want to be going here? We need to think about that. Probably staying on mysticism because of that morale of armies. Yes. Okay, so that's fine. We do have a loan, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. But we'll get this all recruited up. Our truce with Arabia has ended, and we can keep an eye on this situation here. So we can see that Fars is at 77 right now. 75 admin power. We'll take it. We have free inflation reduction. That seems okay. So we have a lot of forces heading in here, right? We're currently gaining plus 0.29. Minus 1.0. Okay, yep. That's going to be expensive. I'm not shocked about that. So we're going to have some financial issues here with this additional army. Noted. We'll gain some dip power here. Getting dip tech would be really, really good. February of 1691 is when we're currently scheduled to get that. So we're still recruiting up here. This is going to be wildly over our land force limit. We can see that that's costing us about 30 ducats a month right now. That's a lot. No doubt about that. So, yeah, that's our entire deficit. Hang on. 30... Oh, we have too many infantry here. I am dumb. Okay, we're going to move these 4 units of infantry out, and we're going to get rid of them. That will help matters significantly. Okay. Yes, this is now more correct. Now, we're still at minus 19.63, so that will be painful. But we can hop in here and we can raise additional levies to reduce our land maintenance modifier by 5%. We could also abolish our standardized uniforms if we really wanted to. That may also end up being necessary. I'm not 100% certain on that one yet. 13.89? Okay. We'll do it for now. We'll need to grow into this, right? So that'll be fine. Checking in on our vassals here. Okay, so Hassa's at 40%. Arabia's at 2%. We could start annexing one of these, but, I mean, Uzbek is at plus 166. We're at plus 96 with Transoxania right now. Both of these can be improved a fair amount more to bring that up to a max out point. The question is, what is the actual Liberty Desire here? I mean, it is significant. Relative army power of all vassals and the supporters, Ottomans and Jampur, is 100% of ours. So that's actually an even fight. And that assumes all vassals rebel. We can't really assume that that's going to happen. What we really want to do is we want to get Far's Liberty Desire down, right? And diplomatic reputation is a big part of that. Better dip tech than us is a huge part. 15% there. So we need to drop this down below 50%. If we granted them a province, say Yasuj, that'll decrease their Liberty Desire by 1%. I don't think that's really worth it, to be honest. What else would we want to do here? We can placate them. I don't think we can placate them multiple times. I just want to get them down below 50% is the goal at this moment. We're actually making money right now, remarkably. That is actually remarkable. And that is, of course, because we dropped our standardized uniforms, right? So we we swapped our land maintenance modifier by about 15%. Now, we are going to need to bring up our land force limit, but that should be a doable thing. We're at 530 right now. We might want to consider building something like a conscription center in Samarkand. So that'll raise our force limit by 2, and that should pay for itself relatively swiftly. Now, we are taking attrition up over here. This is because we need to build our supply depot. Okay, so that seems fine for the moment. The question is, when would they declare war if they were going to? Well, we just need to drop these numbers down a bit, right? So Fars is at 78, and we need to drop them down below 50. So if we got our dip tech up, that would on its own be significant. That is a ways away at this point. Orthodox Zealots, are we still consuming from annexing Fars? No, it's because we have 10 out of 4 diplomatic reputation. Or diplomatic situations, right? That's expected. So we do see up here Orthodox Zealots, and we can send this army up to go deal with that. Phenomenal. So up we go. They are, of course, going to occupy there, but that's fine for now. Egypt wants military access. I'm going to allow that. Can we make friends with someone like, say, Ethiopia? I would like to have a friend here. Perhaps, probably not Bengal, not Jampur. Gujarat is actually a potential friend here. They have 6 reasons not to get an alliance. That's intriguing. I'm going to pull back this vassal here, rather this diplomat here. Okay, and we're going to royal marry Gujarat down here. Okay, Bengal entered into a treaty of support independence with Armenia. That is almost certainly because of Gujarat. But these guys are reasonably strong. So I think that this would be a good alliance for us here. We just need to offer an alliance right there. So that, of course, puts us at 7 a month right now. Yep, that is expected. So that's 1 less diplomatic power, but they will now help us. Obviously, we're not going to be able to diplo-vassalize them, but they will now help us. And Ottomans are not... These guys want to share our maps. Will give us 10 prestige. Done. Cool. That sounds good. We'll max out our prestige. Absolutely. Okay. So we have a good amount of forces right now. We are, of course, losing money at this moment due to reinforcing our troops, which is fully expected. But this is actually a manageable situation to be in at this moment, it feels like, especially with these guys helping us out. Now, Sindh is allied with Gujarat and Jaunpur. I'm wondering if we can maybe get in over here. No, because we own their core provinces. Interesting. For the moment, that's not going to be a thing. We're near our maximum monarch power, and we need 1158. We can store 1148. If we got our corruption down, that would probably do the trick. Interesting. We'll take the 10 unrest for now. That'll be okay. Not too concerned about that. We need to chill for a bit. We've been doing a lot of movements lately, and we absolutely do need to chill. We could get a point in trade ideas. That's a terrible idea, and we are not going to do that. Okay, so 1148 is our max military power, huh? We're at 1146 right now. And we can see that our cost here is... We haven't embraced Enlightenment, obviously, and we're 12 years ahead of time. That's the whole thing there. But corruption does increase our cost a little bit, so all power costs plus 1.7%. We would probably be able to get this if we didn't have any corruption, is my guess. But what we really need to do here is get the Farsi opinion up. So I'm going to improve relations with them. How much can that come up? Actually, quite a lot. So that will help matters. We're now full on our monarch power. I don't know what we would want to spend that on. Actually, maybe I do. Maybe we raise war taxes here. That's only while at war, right? So I'm pretty sure that's not going to actually help us. 5.08? Yeah, that's only while at war. So, I mean, that is a useful thing, I suppose. but we'll toss some cash into rooting out corruption here. That seems okay. I would like to root this out at least a little bit here and get this corruption gone. So we can have this sit at like 0.05, somewhere around here. That seems reasonable. Russia was building a spy network. Okay. But we're very, very close here to being able to get our next Miltech. Certainly in January, we can get it. So that'll be good. Greece wants military access. I'm going to decline that for now. We have our friend. And I don't think anybody wants to mess with us, especially not the Ottomans. They are having serious issues at this moment. Okay, so next month we get our next Miltech. That's great. We're capped on prestige right now. Or this will overcap us on prestige. So arguably, we should head in here and talk to Fars and placate the local rulers. Then we take this prestige. We could placate again. And then again to drop them below 50%. That way, our current heir is going to die. Okay, whatever. I don't want to lose more prestige. We'll lose a stability, actually. We had a free stability there, but that's okay. So, now we get our new Miltech. Our heir is careful? Okay. That'll be a decent thing. So let's grab that new Miltech here. That will give us military tactics and combat width. Combat width isn't exactly the most helpful thing when we are over our land force limit, but okay. That'll be absolutely fine for the moment. Now, we could absolutely consider grabbing admin ideas here, and I think that's a good way to go. We can grab a merchant, and we'll have to figure out where we want to put it. We haven't really put a lot of effort into optimizing our merchants. But we could come out here and transfer trade power out this way. Just so that it's steering away from this direction, right? Yeah, that'll be a small boon anyway. So that looks good. Phenomenal. Next up, of course, we need to do something about our land force limit issue. There are Coptic zealots up over this direction, and actually, that's really solid. We're going to stop drilling, and we're going to head directly up here, and we're going to go defend Armenia. I would like to get there before they fight. It looks like they're not going to fight. They're just chilling there. Okay, that seems good. We're losing money right now, and that's not surprising, considering we're dropping our corruption. In fact, we should stop rooting out corruption here. There we go. Our corruption is currently growing due to unbalanced research. Yeah, our dip tech is problematic. That's for sure. And our diplomatic power... Actually, we're not annexing Fars right now. Why are we not progressing in this? Oh, due to diplomatic reputation. Okay. Yeah, our diplomatic reputation is pretty low. It is, if we go into our diplomacy here, minus 4.06. So reputation sabotaged, minus 3, and annexed subjects, minus 3. We should start to see those annexed subjects start to go away a bit. And they're walking into us here and fighting us. I like it. That's solid. And we're just going to walk up here. So Armenia is going to get some opinion from liberating and defending their provinces, which is great. We actually really, really want that. So we just maxed out our Uzbek opinion. They're still rebellious. This is not surprising. Not surprising at all. What's going on over here? Greece is occupying the Ottomans. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So I want to go over to Armenia and improve relations over here as soon as this diplomat gets back. So we'll improve relations over this way. There we go. We're pretty overextended at this point diplomatically, and we definitely need to be working on that. So, our diplomatic reputation does need to improve. It is slowly improving. So, minus 4.05. Yeah, that reputation sabotaged is actually hurting us quite a bit right now. We cannot currently integrate Fars, which is sad. That said, there are other targets, and we should probably start thinking about them. So I'm going to pull this guy back from Fars for the moment. I'm not too concerned about Fars. We can head to, like, Karakoyunlu. Yes. So what do we want to do here? Well, we want to boost up their opinion of us, right? No doubt about that. And annexing vassals is going to further hurt our diplomatic reputation. we're just going to improve relations here for now and boost that right on up. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to work on bringing down our diplomatic reputation, or rather improve our diplomatic reputation. That would be a useful thing to do. We really need to get our dip tech up, and that will absolutely be a goal. No doubt about that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. Also, I just looked at FARS. Hang on. Let's pop back over here. Just a moment. We're making progress on this annexation again. Diplomatic reputation is only -1. So our diplomatic reputation just changed on us. -1.03. Yeah, we still have the annexed subjects malice, but the ruined diplomatic reputation went away. That's really, really good. See you all next time.